What is up, you guys? Tana Banana here to talk to you today about fitness myths. A lot of people are wondering, how did you bounce back so fast? How did you get rid of that cellulite back there? I'm trying to make my butt look weird. You see what I did there? But a lot of people are wondering, like, how did you get your body back? You had to have had surgery. You had to have taken pills. And number one myth is people always believe they have tried everything under the sun and they're still not seeing results. But truth is, we can't actually try absolutely everything. And the number one thing you probably haven't tried is something that actually works for you. So many people get wrapped up in myth number two. Oh, I have to count macros. And then when they look at their macros or they count calories, all it's based on is your height and your weight. So someone, their DNA can live on 500, 700 calories a day. And then I'm gonna calculate my macros or my calories. And let's just say their macros and their calories say, we're gonna do 2,000 calories. So that person adjusts to that, they stop seeing results, they start feeling sluggish, they start gaining weight, they're not happy, and then they give up. And they're like, well, cool, now I tried that. I'm gonna try keto, I'm gonna try low carb, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try carb cycling. And it's like they get wrapped up in all of these diets, but it's like, you don't stop and think like, hey, and it's not your fault. It's because this is what we are all brainwashed to believe. But people are like, oh, I have to do a crazy diet. And it's like, no, take a step back and let's figure out what's going to work best for you. That means foods and that means workouts, which leads me to my next myth. And then I will wrap it up and tie it all together and answer some questions. I don't know why I just want to dance today. I know you guys want these dance moves, they're so nice. But myth number 3 is people believe, oh, I can't work out the same muscle group every single day. And this was a myth, I believe, for a very long time. Want to know why? Because that's what it says in my personal training book. And I was young and I believed it and it was like, whatever. But now that I have changed things and done things that actually feel right for me, I have way better results. I've been on my health and fitness journey for almost 17 years. And I started out very slim. I did a fitness competition, ended up with a really bad eating disorder. Sorry if you guys can see my dirty hands. I was changing the ink in my printer and it's touching the actual ink. But I ended up with a really bad eating disorder because here I am counting calories, blah, blah, blah. And I got so obsessed with that number and the number on the scale that it just screwed me up in the head. And if I was not 108 pounds, then I felt like I was a whale. And eventually I turned into a whale because of that eating disorder. I was so like, oh my gosh, if I'm not eating chicken, if I'm not eating chicken and broccoli, then I'm failing. And I would go ahead and binge on the weekends because I didn't have that balance. So I would go eat all the pizza, all the ice cream, all the donuts. And it's like, that eventually caught up to me because every single time I felt like a failure, I would turn to food. Oh, Jeff, yes, come over with donuts, please. It's my mom's birthday today. My jaw just cracked. I don't know if you guys heard that. Anyways, but it eventually caught up to me and I was 148 pounds at one point, and I was just like, this is miserable. But I stuck at that weight. I would drop 10 pounds, gain it right back because I was stuck in that mindset of I have to do split muscle group training. I have to eat the way a competition diet is, and it was just terrible. It was the most frustrating thing because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything right, or at least that's what I thought. So I finally took a step back and I'm like, I need more of a balance because this is where I screw up is I try to be too strict, I get deprived, and then next thing you know, I'm gaining weight, I'm feeling like crap, I'm binge eating, like this just sucks. So take a step back, do what feels right, start figuring out what foods work best for you. And one thing I was eating all the time was oatmeal because that was the bodybuilder's meal guide. Oh, you have to have oats every single morning, they're healthy for you. My body can only handle oats a little bit at a time. So me eating a cup of oats every single morning, bloated, sluggish, and I was gaining weight. So, and it goes right back to workouts. There are some people who do respond better when they are hitting each muscle group a little bit every single day. So I switched to full body workouts. I switched to balance and full body workouts, and that was my big breakthrough. I wasn't super strict. It was like, if it's a Wednesday night and I want to eat a pint of ice cream or have a glass of wine, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It was just, all right, I'm doing this, and then next time I enjoy this stuff will be on a Saturday. Not a big deal. So I didn't deprive myself, so it was easier to stick to it. And that's the biggest thing, is people just get so hung up on these little things, and they believe, oh, if I'm 5'3", 130 pounds, like I have to eat this amount of calories, but they're not looking at the foods that they're actually eating in those calories. Same with macros. Like, you can fit Pop-Tarts in your macros, and it's like, we all know Pop-Tarts aren't good for you. So actually going back and looking at whole foods instead of processed foods, and start figuring out what whole foods actually work best for you. And then when can you throw in some processed foods to keep life exciting? That's like the pizzas, the pastas, stuff like that. So that is what I tell people all the time. Like, it's not about what cool diet, what your macros are, because you can do that shit all day and still be eating one food that holds you back. Mine was oats. So I tell people, be mindful, keep a food journal, really figure out what's working for you, what's not. And that's honestly what my whole Rewire program's about, which I wasn't even talk about it on Instagram, but I am doing a major sale with that. And it's only lasting till the end of June. So if this is something you want to get on board with, this is your opportunity for an extremely reasonable price. With the Rewire, what I offer you is a custom meal guide, custom workout guide with form videos, a form guide, supplement guide, weekly check-ins. You can text me at any time. I actually do 2 check-ins a week with this one. You can text me at any time. So like, if you get stuck and you're just like, I don't feel good today or whatever, then guess what? We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna dive in, see what's all going on in your life, how we can set you up, get you motivated again, focus on those daily habits so that way you can actually have long-term success. Because the consistency is where those results are. It's not just, I'm gonna be healthy for a month and then I'm gonna lose that 20 pounds and then next month, if it comes back, it comes back. It's like, no, we're getting those 20 pounds off, we're keeping them off. We're leaving them behind with the rest of 2020, because 2020 is a fucking bitch. Seriously though, right? But then you get the added bonuses of recipe ebooks, a food journal, mindful morning routine, and oh my god, what else? I already said form guide, food journal. Okay, so that is it. But that's a lot of stuff, and that's how you set yourself up for success long term. So if that is your goal, if you want to drop 20 pounds and actually keep it off, then DM me, let's jump on a phone call, let's make sure that this program is the best fit for you. So if you're interested, feel free to DM me. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm always here for you. It doesn't look like there was any. You're dealing with post-competition crash. Yes, so that's a very common thing. And a lot of people don't warn people, when you're getting into competition life, you're gonna be kind of screwed up in the head after. So, coming off of that and learning to accept your body when it's not at stage weight is a huge thing. And I wish I would have known that and reverse diet correctly off of that. So if you're struggling with any of that, feel free to DM me at any time. I'm always here for you guys. I appreciate and love you all. I hope you have a blessed Thursday. And like I said, if you need anything, always here for you.